Birds are true architects of nature, and their nests are not just homes, but real works of art. Imagine dwellings woven from hundreds of twigs, decorated with feathers and even flowers, so stylish that you could take inspiration for interior design. Some birds even build nests that hang like chandeliers or resemble intricate labyrinths. How do they do it without blueprints or construction crews? Today, we'll take a look at the most incredible bird nests that prove nature is the world's greatest designer. Did you know that weavers are the true architects of the bird world? These little birds from South Africa build nests that look more like high-rise apartment complexes for birds. Imagine a bird city with dozens of separate entrances where each neighbor has their own private space. Their nests are the largest among all birds, sometimes reaching 13 feet in width. But the coolest part? These structures act as natural air conditioners, cool in the summer and warm in the winter. Imagine a tiny owl that turns spiky cacti into cozy fortresses. The Cactus ferruginous pygmy owl is a master at building well-protected nests. It makes its home inside a hollowed-out saguaro cactus where the walls of sharp spines create a nearly impenetrable barrier against predators. While the nest may look modest from the outside, inside it's a safe and cool oasis, perfect for raising its young in comfort. Flamingos aren't just icons of grace, they're also skilled engineers of the water. Their nests look like miniature mud volcanoes rising above the water like tiny islands of safety. These clay towers, up to a foot high, have a small depression at the top, perfect for keeping eggs safe from floods and predators. Built right in shallow lagoons where mud is always available, the water serves as a natural moat. Using their beaks and feet, these elegant birds turn construction into an art form. Love home decor? Then the Vogelkop bowerbird is your new favorite designer. This Indonesian artist builds intricate displays of flowers, leaves, and berries to impress a mate. Seriously, he could be a Pinterest star. His bowers are true works of art, and he even arranges decorations by color. The female carefully judges the style of his creation, and the best creator wins the chance to continue his lineage. So what do you think? Is aesthetics important in love? Pendulum tits create nests that are nothing short of nature's masterpieces. These tiny birds weave grass, wool, and spider silk into hanging nests that look more like elegant chandeliers than simple bird homes. Their nests are so sturdy they can withstand strong winds. Interestingly, nest building is a team effort. Both the male and female work together, but in the end, one of them often disappears in search of a new partner. Who would have thought that one of the world's most expensive dishes starts with a nest? These tiny architects build their airy homes entirely from hardened saliva, clinging to sheer cliff faces. Their nests are so strong and translucent that they resemble crystal bowls, but the most fascinating part? They're edible. In Asia, bird's nest soup is prized as an elixir of youth. Imagine a nest that not only protects offspring but also inspires culinary masterpieces, all without a single twig or feather. These birds don't walk on water, they glide across it like ballerinas, but their true magic lies in their incredible floating nests. Built on drifting lily pads, their nests rise and fall with the water level, creating nature's version of an amphibious home. And here's the twist, male jacanas take full responsibility for raising the chicks. They tuck the tiny hatchlings under their wings and even dive with them when danger arises. Protective fathers and master engineers, now that's a perfect blend of care and practicality. Think skyscrapers are the peak of engineering? Take a look at the nests of bioweavers. These birds weave hanging palaces with tunnels and lookout towers, suspending them from the thinnest branches like miniature suspension bridges. Their designs protect against predators and storms, while the males put on spectacular displays to showcase their model homes to potential mates. And the best part? They work in teams, creating entire neighborhoods of these woven nests like real-life interior designers in the bird world. Okay, not birds, but how could we ignore these buzzing architects? What do a beehive and a spaceship have in common? Perfect engineering. Each hexagonal cell is built with millimeter precision to support honey storage and regulate temperature. But the most fascinating part, bees construct their hives using wax produced by their own bodies. This isn't just a nest, it's a factory, a warehouse, and an air-conditioned pantry all in one. Forget needles and thread, this bird sews leaves together like a fashion designer crafting a couture gown. Using its beak, it punctures the edges of green fabric and stitches them with spider silk or plant fibers, forming a pocket that blends seamlessly into the surroundings. Inside, a soft lining of feathers and moss makes for a perfectly cozy interior. These tiny homes aren't just sturdy, they're also practically invisible to predators. Who knew such a tiny bird could be a master of natural camouflage fashion? Swifts are like feathered jet planes, building their nests under rooftops and in rocky crevices. But here's the incredible part, they can stay airborne for months without ever landing. Their nests are crafted with extreme precision using saliva and feathers designed to withstand storms and strong winds. The most fascinating thing? Swifts return to the same nests year after year, just like travelers arriving at their favorite airport. A tiny hummingbird, weighing just 0.1 ounces, builds nests that look like fluffy, mossy capsules. But the real magic? They're elastic. These miniature homes expand as the chicks grow, functioning like natural incubators. The hummingbird weaves spider silk and lichens into the structure, camouflaging it perfectly among the leaves, a true masterpiece of disguise. And did you know how much energy this tiny builder spends? It flaps its wings up to 80 times per second just to gather materials. Small but mighty, this little architect turns a drop of dew into a fortress of safety. Welcome to the bird oven. Rufous horneros construct their nests from clay, shaping them into miniature domes. These structures resemble ceramic pots and withstand both scorching heat and torrential rain. The secret? They use perfectly selected clay that hardens into a stone-like material. Inside, their nests feature two compartments, a small entrance hall, and a main room. These bird-built clay homes are so durable that they can provide shelter to other birds long after their original builders have moved on. Imagine a 50-story bird skyscraper. Montezuma oropendolas create massive colonies of long, hanging nests that resemble woven baskets, some stretching up to 6 feet long. These nests dangle from branches like giant earrings, and their flexible design helps protect them against predators. The females live together in one enormous communal tree, while the males engage in singing battles to establish dominance. But these aren't just shelters, they're entire fortress-like tree cities, proving that nature's architectural skills rival those of human engineers. Imagine a builder who hammers walls at a jackhammer speed but never gets a headache. The woodpecker is a true forest architect, chiseling out perfectly shaped nesting cavities in trees. Its beak strikes up to 20 times per second, but a built-in shock absorber in its skull protects its brain from injury. What's even more impressive? Woodpeckers build new homes every year, while their old nests become multi-story housing complexes for other birds, squirrels, and even bats. Their nests are like starter apartments for forest residents, designed with every detail in mind. When it comes to nests, hammerkops are like Renaissance architects of the bird world. Their nests are massive fortresses weighing up to 100 pounds with multiple rooms and a hidden entrance. Built from sticks, grass, and even animal bones, these giant domes are camouflaged with mud. The most fascinating part? Hammerkops build nests even when they don't need them, turning the forest into a gallery of their masterpieces. Their building instinct is so strong that they sometimes construct multiple nests just for the sake of it. Ever felt like building a second home just because? Imagine a bird skyscraper weighing over a ton. Bald eagles are obsessed with grand constructions, and their nests are among the largest in the world. Eagles continuously add twigs and reinforce their nests over the years, turning them into family castles passed down through generations. The largest recorded nest weighed over 2 tons, definitely not your typical bundle of twigs. So who said luxury living is just for humans? You won't believe it, but these birds build nests with locks. Female hornbills seal themselves inside tree hollows, while the male bricks up the entrance with mud, leaving only a tiny window for feeding. While the mother stays inside, the male acts as a devoted waiter, bringing her fruit and ensuring her safety. The most amazing part? Hornbills reinforce their nest walls with tree resin, making them waterproof. These birds prove that security and comfort go hand in hand when it comes to building the perfect home. These eccentric birds take floating homes to the next level. Purple moorhens build nests directly on water, true floating villas. They weave rafts out of reeds and hide them among marsh plants to stay out of sight from predators. And if the water level rises, no problem, they simply add more grass, turning their home into an amphibious fortress. What's even more impressive, their nests are often reused for years, becoming multi-seasonal floating retreats. Who said houseboats were just for people? What if one day treetops turned into living cities where nests became towers and branches formed streets? Imagine a breathtaking world where nature dominates architecture, creating entire airborne metropolises. Perhaps this future isn't so far away. Maybe we just haven't noticed the first floors yet. These colorful artists don't build nests in trees, they carve them into sandy cliffs. They dig tunnels up to 6 feet long, turning riverbanks into bustling bird neighborhoods. Inside, they create cozy nesting chambers to lay their eggs. The most impressive part? Each pair works as a team, one digs while the other keeps watch for danger. Their nests are so sturdy that they can last for years, even surviving floods. Who said floating homes were just for humans? Great crested grebes transform lakes and rivers into their own floating mansion districts. Their nests are built like rafts, made of twigs, and carefully anchored to water plants to stay afloat. These clever birds even disguise their nests as floating clumps of vegetation to fool predators. And if a storm damages their home, no problem, grebes can build a brand new nest in just a few hours. Talk about nature's architects with a survival degree.